Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Two Alcoholics and a Microphone. Good morning, Tia.
Good morning, Brian.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Halloween special.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Hopefully it's spooktacular.
Yes.
So, the topic that we came up with today was trick or treat.
Yes. Are you tricking yourself or are you treating yourself to the recovery and the life that you deserve?
Absolutely. So, we'll start off with the trick part. So, to me, I would come early in recovery and I didn't believe what everyone was talking about. And I was still fooling myself. A con man, so to speak. I was conning myself. No one believed me what I was telling, the lie. I only believed the lie that I was wanting everyone else to believe, which is a terrible and exhausting position to take.
Yes, it very much is.
How about you? What are your thoughts on that?
I thought that I had everybody fooled. I didn't even have myself fooled, really. But when you think that you can pull the wool over everyone's eyes and no one will know that you've been drinking and that you can trick everybody, you can't. Everybody knows. You're just doing yourself the worst thing you can do.
Right. It was like I was trying to protect this persona that I was trying to project, that I wanted everyone to believe. And it wasn't even based in reality. I was so disconnected from reality. And I think that's part of the addiction. It fuels itself in cycles and cycles.
Yes. And the more isolated you keep yourself and the more you keep people away, the more that the better you can maintain your lie and your false self. You're the one that you want everybody to think that you are.
So it's kind of like having delusional thoughts and projecting something that's not me and trying to control every aspect of everything and what people think of me, and
yes,
had nothing to do with what I thought about myself other than the fact I didn't like myself and I believed I didn't deserve anything better than where I was at.
I mean, it becomes obvious that you don't like yourself when you're doing everything that you can to convince other people that you're somebody that you're not. When you really do like yourself and you really are happy and content with your journey and your path, then you don't feel the need to lie or to make anything up or to isolate yourself from people. For example, now recently, someone that I went to junior high and high school with, and elementary school, by the way, moved to the area, moved here. And out of anybody that I went to school with my whole life, like, this person is one of the coolest people on the planet. Like, if I could have handpicked somebody that I knew from childhood to move here, it would have been this person. And I found myself wanting to welcome them into not only my life, but to the area. Like, oh yeah, well, I can show you around, come here and meet my friends and, let's go for lunch and let's do this. And like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have had a life that I wanted anybody to see, much less like welcome them in. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've
only gained that in sobriety.
Well, when you don't like yourself, it's hard to make friends. And when you come to the decision that, let me backpedal a little bit. So one of the benefits of sobriety is friendships. Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hi. So, open and honest. Wow, what a concept.
Yes.
It's hard to believe. So that's the fooling part. I like to think of it also as the con man, because I was I was believing the lie that I was trying to project out, and I was conning myself out of a long and healthy life, and not knowing what that would mean, because I can't project and I can't see the future, but Amateur, that's me. Amateur. So now we'll go into the how we treat ourselves well. A lot of people call this self-care, and I told T earlier before the podcast I would not mention self-care because a lot of people think that means going and getting your nails done or
and facials, and no.
That's not it.
No, it's not.
Okay, could you go in depth what it is?
Self-care is being the one that challenges yourself and making progress on your personal goals, even when it's hard, because it is going to be hard. For example, in the program, step 10 is we continue to take a personal inventory, and when we are wrong, promptly admitted it. That doesn't mean you just sit down and figure out how you messed up all day and what you've got to apologize for. It means you sit down and you think to yourself, okay, what have I've done this. You know what? I did really well on this today. I'm going to pat myself on the back for this. And you know what? Over the past couple of weeks, I've been kind of a wimp, standing up for myself. So that's just something I need to work on. And amen. That's self-care. Keeping yourself accountable, keeping yourself growing in a spiritual direction. And it's also taking accountability for yourself and for your actions, and not being that person deserved my attitude problem. No, they didn't. Nobody deserves your attitude problem. You don't even deserve your attitude problem. So if you took something out on somebody that had nothing to do with them, then you need to go and you need to make an amends, in my opinion. That's self-care.
Right. And I noticed for me that if I, right off the bat, don't like a person for a reason, the reason is they're usually displaying character defects, issues that I have with myself that I've recognized that I have, but I'm not willing to work on them to remove them. And, not just, stinking thinking is a term that I used to hear a lot. I don't hear that much anymore, but stinking thinking, I deserve this, I didn't get my way. It's like a spoiled little child. Mm-hmm. I didn't get my way, and then I just cross my arms out. I'm not going to do that, I'm
going to go home. Another aspect of self-care is setting and maintaining your boundaries with others, and remembering that no is a complete sentence.
No.
For the people pleasers, myself included, I will forever be a recovering people pleaser. You'll spread yourself too thin and then get resentful of everybody around you because you don't have any time for yourself. And it's your own fault. You're the one that said yes to everything. And there's a reason for that. It's because you want everybody to like you. And not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay. It's okay to say no and not have to tell them why. Just, no, I can't. When it comes to, hey, can you do me a favor? Hey, can you watch my dog? Hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? No, I can't.
Right. And it's progress. I mean, it takes a while because I did not like myself. So how could I like anyone else? So I didn't care about myself. How could I care about another human being? It's kind of how I lived my life. I was very selfish and self-centered and serving only myself, only thinking about myself. And that's just part of this disease. So.
Okay, so to review.
Yes.
Are you tricking yourself? Or are you treating yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to treat myself, hopefully, to some delicious Halloween candy later on.
Me too. So, I know that I'll have a bunch, and I'll take the parent tax.
Parent tax. Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. And remember, if you think you have a problem,
Reach out for help.
and please subscribe and like to our channel.
And most importantly, share this with somebody who you feel like may be struggling. See y'all later.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.